Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What do you think?
Indonesia.
So when I was in Thailand, as long as I don't open my mouth, the people think, oh, it's a Thai monk. But once I speak, they say, hey, why this Thai monk speak? Very strange, huh? Then they start to think, maybe he's not Thai. So that's how our mind works. We judge people, maybe not judge, we make a decision from our sensory perception. We saw somebody, then oh, this must be like this. Oh, this must be Thai. Oh, he must be Malaysian. But sometimes our perception are not right. So, for example, if some of you only think, oh, he's Thai, and you believe it, right? So it happened like that. When we interact with other people, our family, our friends, we make already decision. Oh, it's not so good, then we believe it. Then from that decision, we react, like and dislike. So somehow Guru Ajahn said, when he teach us, he said, Mayin di, mayin rai, not like and not dislike. It's just like this. So when you saw me, before you make decision, before the thought process happened, you see, it's like this. It's neither Thai, neither Malaysia. It's just like that. Then you make a decision, it's a monk. Then you make another decision, it's a Thai monk. So, according to the consensus, the convention, I was not Thai. The birth certificate said I'm Indonesian. That's what they said. But my body, my eyes, my ears never say that these eyes are Indonesian. That's what we agree upon. It agrees that I was Indonesian, my passport are Indonesian, my birth certificate are Indonesian, then we agree, I'm Indonesian. It is called convention. In Pali term they call samuti. The opposite is paramata, ultimate. Ultimately, even this place is not Malaysia. The soil never say, I am Malaysian, but we give meaning to it. It is called convention. And if we are not careful, we carry with it. I am Malaysian, I am this country, particular country, and you are not, then what is next? Either enemy or friend. That's what happened, right? All the wars in the world, since the dawn of civilization. I am this country, you are there, I am this kingdom, you are there, then we make enemy. We get carried away with the convention. We give meaning to it. When we close our eyes, when we feel the breath come in, the breath come out, there is no male, there is no female, there is no Indonesian, there is no Malaysian. That is all our self-identity. So knowing that, oh, there is ultimate truth, we can still use our conventional truths. Otherwise, I cannot fly. because I need to show my passport. The people say, who is this? Then I say, I am nobody, I am anatta. Then you cannot fly. So we use it. We use the convention. That's what when Ajahn Chah said, there is no Ajahn Chah. Does not mean then he's got to get a knife and stab his blood. Oh, there is no Ajahn Chah. We just use it. So that was my identity. According to the word, I was Indonesian. I was born in I give short biography because some people ask. I was born in a Catholic family. This is my third religion. You know that. If included in formal religion, then the fourth, because we need to learn Muslim also in our school. So then Buddhists in Indonesia only 2%, the smallest religion. So I was in Indonesia until 21 years old. So these 21 years in Indonesia, I never met any single Buddhist. Usually most of my friends are Muslim. I was raised and born in a Catholic family. Other family are Protestant, Islam, some are no religion. Some of my friends are Hindus, but never saw Buddhists. I only know that there is Buddhist religion, the prophet is this, the holy book is this, that much. So then from Catholic, I met a Hindu monk. Do you know what they call Hindu monk?
Brahmin.
Swami, Sannyasi, Sadhu, Roshi, Baba. In Buddhism, Buddhist monk we call Bhikkhu, Sifu, Lama, Rinpoche. So that is our agreement. So I met some of the Hindu teacher and teach about meditation. Like if you read the scripture, Prince Siddhartha when he left home, first time he learned from who? There is two teacher called Alara Kalama and Buddha Karamaputra. If you read that scripture, that kind of Hindu monk. Or when you read this story, the Buddha saw old people, sick people, dead person, and monk, samana. Is it Buddhist monk? No, Buddhism not yet exist that time. So the culture of monk, the culture of people who left behind everything, it's been there in India since many hundred years, even before Buddhism. You get Jain monk, Hindu monk, all different kind of style. So when the Buddha saw a monk, it's not a Buddhist monk, when he's still a prince. They call it four Devadutta. Yeah. So I was met with one of this kind of person. Then I was convinced through their teaching and learned their technique of meditation. So I was changed my belief system. Then I ordained with them. For 6 years I was a Hindu monk. Then there is once upon a time I was in India, passed by Bodh Gaya. So I had 3 days before I went to Philippines. That is where I was teaching that time. My post in Philippines. I have an ashram there. So then I stopped in Bodh Gaya 3 days and meditate and that time there is some struggle within myself about monastic life. There is some question and some doubt arise. So we recognize that they believe in Hinduism that the Buddha, one of the avatar, is successful being, accomplished being. So I meditate there and asking for help. Can you please guide me and find the right path for me? For years I meditated, I think 20 over years ago. And after that I went to Philippines, the place where I teach. Then I went to a bookshop and I stumbled upon one book. The title is Everything Arises, Everything Falls. Dhamma talk translated by disciple of Ajahn Chah. So this was my encounter. In that book, Ajahn Chah explained about Four Noble Truth, explain about anicca, dukkha, anatta, and explain how a forest monk lived in his monastery. And in that book, it mentioned the address of Wat Pah Nanachat. So then, after 6 months after I read that book, I eventually decided I will try this one. Of course, that 6 months is back and forth. Should I go? Should I not? So in the end, okay, give a try. I went to Wat Pah Nanachat. That time, not yet the era of YouTube or internet, so there's nothing like that. Just see the book, the address, and I go to Wat Pah Nanachat. And the Abbot that time told me, "Oh, I came with my long hair, long beard." I said, "You need to cut it first." I said, "Okay, cut it." So then, of course, that time also I'm not 100% convinced. I need to see first because I don't know anything. I know that it will be my first monastery I visited. The first time I met a monk, Buddhist monk. So then I was become a Nagarika for 7 months, then Samanera for almost 2 years. Then I was ordained as a bhikkhu. Samanera and bhikkhu ordination granted by the present Abbot of Pong, Luang Por Liem, disciple of Ajahn Chah. And until now, 18 years. So I can say this is the longest religion I practice. Even though I was 20 years old as a Catholic, but they baptized me when I just born, right? They didn't ask my permission, so I could say I practicing Christianity maybe when I'm 10 years old, because before that I don't know anything. My father bring me to the church and baptized. But it's actually the spiritual journey until now. It starts because I have aspiration to become like a Christ. Imagine someone put nail in your palm, someone put nail in another palm, and someone stick a spear in your stomach, and he still say, "I forgive you." That's what mentioned in the Metta Sutta. So this is not ordinary quality. Imagine us, disciple of the Buddha. Someone just say, "Oh, he's not so good, no? Stupid." Then we just get explode already. Not yet somebody put nail in the palm. So that's aspiration come. So I was taught first I wanted to be a Catholic priest. That's my plan when I'm small. But now it happened like this. I'm not planning it happened like this. So sometimes in our life happen not according to our plan, but turn out the best for us. So I was passing by Malaysia. My plan is actually when ordained as a Buddhist monk just disappeared in Thailand. Don't bother with the world, quote unquote. And I did that for the last 16 years. And let people invite me to go to Indonesia. I always say no, I'm not interested. Until 2 years ago, there is a husband and wife invite me to go back to Bali because they had 2 children and 2 of them actually are male and 2 of them wanted to ordain. So then the father called me, "Ajahn, can you go back and help our children, guide them?" So then I go back. I decided, oh, that it had a valid reason, worth it. So I go back. That is 2 years ago, and that is the time when I start to pass by Malaysia and Singapore and start to give share a teaching, share Dhamma. And this time I passed by again. So I passed by Malaysia, Singapore, give a retreat. on the way back to Bali, because some lay people wanted to offer a land to build a forest hermitage. So this will be the first Ajahn Chah village of forest monastery in Indonesia. The process has been like 1.5 years, but it's quite difficult to build a religious foundation, Buddhist religious foundation. There's many legalities, many laws, then we need to follow. Then eventually, 2 months ago, the government gave us permission to build a foundation, and that will be the umbrella, a legal umbrella to build a forest monastery. The place, we call it Wat Pah Nanachat. Wat is monastery, Pa is forest, Bodhi are enlightenment, Arama is a dwelling, it's a forest. So Bodhi plus Arama become Bodhi Rama. There is one place in Malaysia called Citta-Rama, so dwelling of Citta, but Arama is referred to forest. So that is what the idea. I wanted to use the name Bodhi Jnana. Do you know Bodhi Jnana?
Yeah.
It's the name of Ajahn Chah. So, but somebody else already took it. It's the first monastery offered to Ajahn Chah outside Thailand. It's in Australia, so then become Bodhi Jnana. And another one in Australia called Bodhiwana, Ajahn Kalayano. In New Zealand is Bodhi Jnana Rama. Another place in Sydney, Bodhisattva. So like, okay, what else? Bodhi, Bodhi Rama. So, and that's the idea, is a forest of enlightenment, that monks can go for seclusion to develop, cultivate this quality of body, which is inside ourselves. Everybody has this seed, this quality of body. In some other schools of Buddhism, they call it a Buddha nature. The seed is there. If we don't have the seed, we cannot get enlightenment. Because there is a seed, then we cultivate it, we look after the seed, and it grows into a full blossom tree of enlightenment within ourselves. What you're doing today, we call it Dhamma. That is one factor, how we cultivate that body inside ourselves. What do you do when you do Dhamma? Somebody owns this food, somebody owns this food, my coconut, my this, and you let it go. You start to cut slide in the sense of I, right? What do you feel when you offer something? Anybody cry? Sad? You feel light. Happiness arises, because that moment you chip a bit the sense of I. When you offer, you actually don't think about yourself, you think about me, you think about the monks. So then that moment, you disappear for a bit. You in the sense of I, sense of self, me, I. You forget your problems in the house, quarrel with your husband, your wife, problem in the office. At that moment, you forget everything. Just give selfless action. They call it selfless because there's no sense of self there. So then you feel at ease because it's cheaper, getting lighter. That is called merit. Boon in Thai. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm making merit. Where is the merit? You come here, you offer food, for example, and scolding people, oh, don't do like that, don't do like that. Not that merit. People get nervous, oh, don't do like this. Then you create nervousness in others. Or you maybe wanted to show off. I give the best food. So intention there. Not necessarily you come to temple, you come here, oh, I make merit. You need to ask again, where is the merit? Or you give something, maybe there is some Ajahn come, some Luang Por come, and you think it's a special one, have psychic power, or enlightened being. Then you give because you want something. Or if I offer this to Luang Por, because a lot of merit is special, I go to heaven. What is the intention behind that? wanting. What is called in Pali? Loba. Is that merit? No. Because increase your sense of I, sense of self. Loba. And people will quarrel, elbowing each other. Who come close to the Ajahn because he's special. When you come to this place, instead of making merit, you make demerit. So you need to use your common sense, logical thinking when you start to practice Dhamma. Not blind faith. What they say, you offer things, the more you offer, the better, the merit you make. So okay, I offer one piece of car, billions of ringgit. Conventionally, people will say, oh, you make a lot of merit. But in reality, not sure. Look at your intention. What is that? Are you actually really, purely wanting to let go? Why become merit? You cheat that loba. The sense of I getting reduced. Then you merit while you feel at ease, feel happy. If I suppose, for example, before I come, the advertisement are there, oh, Ajahn Visalo, the most have psychic power and is enlightened. I didn't say it, but you put a lot of advertisement, for example. So you think, oh, it's special being I wanted to offer. So because they say I will get something, merit or whatever, then your intention comes from what? Loba. Better you don't advertise or just normal monk. So you become more selfless. And when you feel like that, you feel at ease, you feel happy, you feel joy. Then you try to do with other beings, not only monk, the beggar or your friend. It is just because we are Buddhists, we have the form already. The form is like this. It's more likely you come to me and offer the food rather than people on the street condom. So okay, no problem. That is the condition of human mind. This is the convention. We are Buddhists, we help the monk. But when you let it go, when you do it, what is it? Then try to translate it to other people. That's the idea. Get familiar with it. Because it's not that, oh, only to the monk. No. This is just to make you habituated. Get familiar. What it feels when I do selfless offering. No intention behind it. No like, oh, no agenda. Just let it go. What it feels. Rather than, oh, you let, sometimes it happens in the committee and those who active in Vihara, because when they do this activity, they don't look here, they look out. And don't do like this, don't do like this, do like this. Then people quarrel. So look at your heart when you do something, what is the effect? That is how start to see. There is karma, you do something, and that's the effect. We call karma vipaka. If you don't look at that, then you're not aware. You keep doing something bad because you don't see the result. And when we make that merit, we are not stopped there. What we usually do? We share it. They call sharing merit. In Thai they call it Buddhi Bun Kuson. Sharing merit. But first you need to have that merit. You come to the temple, you offer things, but you're quarreling. You want to offer merit. You don't have the merit yet. So what do you want to offer? You feel wounded all the time. You feel upset because, oh, the other guy told me to like this, and you say, oh, you lift it, and with angry voice. Then people are upset. Then what do you want to share? You feel upset. Then you think of your mother. You want to share merit. They say, you think of your mother. What is good there? The feeling of upset. So first access that merit. Or you feel joy by giving. It feel like this. Then from that place, you think your relatives. That's how you share it, right? Not just word. The word is just to trigger that feeling. The key. You want to come to this room, it's locked, you need the key. Enter inside. That key can be in the form of words. May my father be happy. I want to share this merit. So you be that, you go to that merit place first. Feeling at ease, then you think of your late father, late mother, or your relatives who cannot come here. Think of them in that place of joy, happiness. That's when you share it. The word is just the tools. skillful means. When you're angry in the office, in the house, then you think somebody, then you share the feeling of upset with them. Sometimes you feel right, you go to a room and somebody there already angry. You feel it straight away, feel not comfortable. Because from that angry place, it spread all over. The other way also like that. Feel that merit, that joy from giving, from keeping sila. Then you recollect your relatives. That is what we do when the monk chanting after we receive the food. We remind you the translation in Pali, loose translation, those who respecting the elders, those who are respecting those who wanted to be respected, then they will be blessed by Ayu Wano Sukhang Balang. Their life will be blessed, protected by the Buddha, by Dhamma and by the Sangha. So it's not I am the giving, I am giving you some through my magic, no. It is just because in Pali we start to think it's like a magical formula, no. In the Buddha time they speak Pali, that's why they understand. So it's sometimes people like that, most people, Buddhists, they think, oh, that the monk will give them special thing because they chant in Pali. Just like in Indonesia, sometimes people just speak one particular language from Middle East and they think sacred, but maybe it's just a menu. So maybe I actually say a menu, but in Pali, then you think, why this is sacred? That is what happened now. So you need to know the meaning. I am not bless you. You create the blessing in your life. I remind you, because you're respecting the elders, respecting those worthy of respect, then you create blessing in your life. When you feel happy, you feel joy, when you offer things selflessly, that happiness, that joy is the blessing you create. Who created? You, not me. I am just a facilitator because this is a Buddhist religion, this is the format. I was here with this kind of particular dress, particular color, particular hairstyle, then you agree to come together to do something good. Most unlikely you will not come together here if there is no such like this. It become a facilitator, skillful means, convention. So I appreciated your kindness of offering me food today. Without you realizing it, this also become a cause and condition for the long lasting of Buddha Sasana. So I express my mudita and gratefulness by chanting a Pali blessing. Yata variwaha pura paripurenti sakarang ewamewa ito dinang ketanang upakapati icitang patitang tumhang kipame wasami catu sape kurentu sangkapa cando panaraso yata manijoti raso yata sapi tiyo viwacantu sabarogo winasatu mate bawat wantara supidiga yuko bawa abdiwadana silisani muda pacayino cataro dhamma wadanti ayu mano sukang balang bawatu sabamanggalang rakantu sabadewata sabba buddha nubawena sada soti bawantu te bawatu sabba manggalang rakantu sabba dewata sabba dhamma nubawena sada soti bawantu te bhavatu sabba manggalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sangha nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te. If somebody wanted to offer something, they can offer you. Please have meal together. Let people also have a meal, right? Yes. No, you can have now.
Usually after Ajahn have, they will leave.
I already had, so that is all belong to you. You don't need to wait for me.
Oh, okay.
So you can have it. Now make it complicated. Okay.